everyone, this is Venkat Kotta, IIT NEET Senior Faculty in Physics. Students, today we are going to discuss wedge constrained motion. So what is this concept? How to solve this type of problems? Let us consider two wedges, wedge 1, wedge 2, placed one over the other as shown in figure. What is the relation between acceleration of these two wedges? So here, see, here wedge 1, wedge 2, placed one over the other. Here this is the wedge 1, this is the wedge 1, this is the wedge 2. Placed one over the other. Here smooth, this surface and this surface are smooth. Then here the wedge 1 moves down. Provision is only down. Why? It moves forward. That's why here acceleration of wedge 2 is horizontal direction with a value A2. Suppose A2. Then it moves horizontally because of it pressed down. That's why it moves down with acceleration A1. I want the relationship between A1 and A2 and angle theta. So here, please, this is the contact surface. This is the contact surface between them. This is the contact surface. Contact surface of wedge 1 and wedge 2, sir. So here, so how to solve this type of problems? Because here, so it is, this is the contact surface. It moves down, then it moves horizontally. So that's why here the along contact surface they slip over the another. But normal to contact surface both attach with each other. Down, it moves horizontally. But here perpendicular to contact surface, both components of accelerations and velocities are same because they always attached only perpendicular direction. Both are attached perpendicular to contact surface. They slips over the another, one over the other along the contact surface. Here it is attached only perpendicular to contact surface. Therefore, here you should remember this point, components of accelerations of the wedge 1 and wedge 2 perpendicular to contact surface must be same or must be equated. So here, therefore, for first wedge, for wedge 1, sir. Wedge 1 is, this is the wedge 1 beta. The wedge 1. Wedge 1 moves vertically downward with acceleration A1, sir. Okay. So here vertically downward is acceleration A1. Clear? But what is the component of acceleration perpendicular to contact surface? So here we know that this is the theta. Here no? This is the theta. This is the theta here 90 minus theta. What about here? Theta, sir. So this is the A1. Here this side A1 cos theta. Here perpendicular to inclined, perpendicular to contact surface, A1 cos theta. So parallel to contact surface is what, sir? Parallel to contact surface A1 sin theta. There is no use for this one. So here A1 cos theta. Okay. Then, so for wedge 2 beta. For wedge 2, sir, for wedge 2, here wedge 2. Wedge 2 moves horizontally towards right side with acceleration A2. Right, sir? Here what? This angle is theta. This is the theta. It moves horizontally means each and every point moves horizontally like this side. A2. We know that this is the theta, this is also theta. A2 can be resolved along horizontal, this is what? Contact surface, cos theta. Perpendicular to contact surface, A2 sin theta. So according to this condition, wedge constraint motion, that's why the components of accelerations of the wedge 1 and wedge 2 perpendicular to contact surface must be same. That's why perpendicular to contact surface acceleration. Perpendicular to contact surface. That means there is no detach. That's why attached perpendicular to contact surface. Therefore here, according to this condition, A1 cos theta must be equal to A2 sin theta. This is the relation between A1 and A2 and theta. After that, sir, here A1 is equal to A2 sin theta by cos theta. Here A1 is equal to A2 tan theta. This is the relationship between accelerations of wedge 1 and wedge 2. Sorry, after that, A1 by A2 is how much? A1 by A2 is tan theta. Here A2 by A1, which is equal to cot theta. So here these are the relationship between them. Okay? So write it all of you. Okay, next students, let us consider this is the inclined plane, angle of inclination theta, fixed inclined plane, fixed inclined plane. On this one wedge is kept. This is the wedge. Here a block. This is the block. Here the support, smooth surfaces is like this. So consider this wedge 1 or block 1, here wedge 2. This is the block wedge. Or both are wedges, no problem. Is kept on a fixed inclined plane like this. So here, if A1 and A2, if A1 and A2 be the accelerations of wedge 1 and 2, wedge 2 respectively, then relationship between them. So that this is the contact surface. So this block moves down, this moves this side. A2, acceleration A2 direction this one. The acceleration of A1 direction down. Get it? Then what is the relation between A1, A2 and theta? Right, sir, here. For wedge 1, sir. For wedge 1, here moves. It moves vertically downward. So here A1 is perpendicular to contact surface. This is the contact surface now. A1 is perpendicular to contact surface. That's why it not need to resolve. I want acceleration along this side. This normal, this side. So here we know that this is the angle theta. Along the inclined plane, acceleration is A2. Acceleration A2. Along acceleration. So here simple matter. This is the theta. This is the perpendicular. Here 90 minus theta. Good. So A2. Here 90 minus theta. This is A2 cos of 90 minus theta. Good. Which is equal to how much? A2 sin theta. And A2 sin theta is perpendicular to contact surface. This is a contact surface. Perpendicular to contact surface. Here A1 is perpendicular to contact surface. That's why A1 is perpendicular to contact surface. A2 sin theta also perpendicular to contact surface. That's why A1 is equal to, so A1 is equal to A2 sin theta. A1 equal to A2 sin theta. Clear? Okay. This is the wedge 1, wedge 2. Here angle theta. Then what is the relationship between accelerations of 1 and 2? Next, what is the values of acceleration of 1 and 2? Let us consider mass of this one is m, this one is capital M. What is the acceleration of small m? Acceleration of capital M. Here this is kept on smooth horizontal surface. So all of you write. So your most important concept, your wedge block. Wedge of mass capital M, a block of mass M, as shown in figure. It is a smooth floor. Here also this supports also smooth. Here this surface also smooth. Contact surface also smooth. What do you want, sir? Acceleration of wedge. Acceleration of this block. Normal reaction between capital M and small m. Normal reaction between capital M and floor. Okay? So here first, I want the relation between this the angle. Here this angle is theta. Angle of inclination, this is the angle theta. Here which is given m, small m, theta and g. G is the gravity. We know that gravity is acting vertically downward. Gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. Then first how to find relation between them. Then how to find the values of accelerations. First here for block of mass small m. A block of mass small m. Free body diagram, or first we want the relationship between acceleration of this one and this. So here simple, the small m moves down. Only provision is moves down. If it is moves down, then capital M moves horizontally. So here the capital M moves horizontally with acceleration capital A. And small m moves down with acceleration what? Small a. I want the relation between small m and capital M. Relationship between small m and capital M. Right, sir, here. Therefore, first draw the relationship between them. relationship between them. Sir, here vertically downward, sir. Vertically downward, clear? We know that it is extended. Draw a horizontal. This is theta. Okay. I want acceleration of this block perpendicular to this perpendicular to what? Contact surface. So I want A, component of A along this side. We know that this is 90 minus theta, this is theta. What about here? A cos theta. A cos theta is A side to this side. So no use for A sin theta, that's why parallel to inclined plane. Here perpendicular to inclined plane we need. So yeah, then next for wedge. For wedge, sir. We know that the wedge is moving this side, sir, with acceleration E. What about here angle? Theta, sir. Correct. Then I want acceleration, the component of this acceleration perpendicular to what? Contact surface. So that's why here A, acceleration A, here also A, sir. So here perpendicular direction is a perpendicular. So this is theta. What about here? Theta, sir. Clear? It is theta. What is the component of A along this side? This side is what? A cos theta, sir. So perpendicular to contact surface is A sin theta. Here perpendicular to contact surface for block is this A cos theta. Here is A sin theta. So the condition for constrained motion, therefore here A cos theta must be equal to A sin theta. Right, sir, here? Therefore A is equal to A tan theta, sir. This is the relationship between acceleration of the block and wedge. Take this is equation 1. Equation 1. Okay, sir. Next, free body diagram. Free body diagram for M, small m and capital M. FBD for small m. Here small m consider as point mass. And so all forces shows at that point. Sir, simple, sir. Here listen. This is a wedge now. Here block. Block is the block. Your weight is acting vertically downward, sir. Yes. Weight is acting vertically downward. We know that. This angle theta. Here weight is acting vertically downward direction. Normal reaction on block. Normal reaction on block is normal to on it. Normal direction on it. Okay. Normal reaction on block by wedge. So here we know that this is 90 minus theta beta. This is 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. This angle is what? Theta, sir. So here n can be resolved along so vertical direction. Along vertical direction. This is n cos theta, sir. N cos theta. But here, so here free body diagram, this is the point. Here mg is acting vertically downward. N cos theta acting vertically upward, but it is moves vertically downward. Okay. Along this side. Along this side, that's why here net force on this, downward force mg minus n cos theta must be equal to m, yes, sir. Okay, clear? A is nothing but what? A is A tan theta, sir. I want n cos theta. N cos theta beta mg minus ma. N cos theta is equal to mg minus m. A means A tan theta, capital A tan theta. This is equation 2, sir. Equation 2. From free body diagram for block is over. Then free body diagram for capital M. Free body diagram for capital M. For capital M, sir. For capital M, listen carefully. Yes, sir. This is angle theta, horizontal surface. It moves along this side. Why it is moves horizontal this direction? Because of some force is acting along this side. What force acting on this? Sir, here, this is the normal reaction. Normal reaction on block is this side. Normally on block. Normal reaction on wedge. Normally on wedge means this side. Okay. This is here N, not capital M, N. N, sir. So here this N can be resolved along the horizontal. Along the horizontal. This is horizontal. We know that this is theta. What about here? 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta remaining is. So this is theta, this is also theta. Here, this is the 90 minus theta beta. 90 minus theta. It can be resolved along horizontal. That is n cos of 90 minus theta. N cos of 90 minus theta, n sin theta. N sin theta is acts as a net force on wedge along horizontal. So here, that's why here n sin theta equal to ma. This is equation 3, sir. From equation 2 and 3, we get n value, we get a value. 2 unknown, theta is known, m is known, n is unknown, n, a unknown. Here also n, a unknown. 2 equations, 2 unknown. We get n value as well as a value. We know a value, we get small a also. This is the concept, all of you write it. Relations are there. Relation between small a and capital A. Another one n and small a, capital A, n and capital A. Here dividing equation 3 with equation 2, we get first write equation 3, n sin theta by n cos theta equal to ma divided by mg minus m capital A tan theta. Here n and cancel beta. Sin theta by cos theta tan theta. Tan theta equal to ma divided by mg minus ma tan theta. Clear, sir? After that, cross multiplication. Mg tan theta minus ma tan square theta equal to m capital A. Capital A terms take one side. Mg tan theta is equal to, tell me. Here, so here take that side. Here ma plus ma tan square theta. Right, sir? Therefore, here mg tan theta is equal to, m is common, a is common, capital A common, m plus m tan square theta. Right? Then after that, capital A is equal to mg tan theta by capital M plus small m tan square theta. So here, this is the acceleration of the wedge. First one is over. Then second one better. From equation 1 becomes therefore A equal to capital A. Capital A means mg tan theta divided by m plus m tan square theta into here tan theta against. Therefore here what? mg tan square theta divided by m plus m tan square theta. Here is the value. Okay. Then after that, next one is, so here normal reaction. Normal reaction means here, this is the from this, equation 3 becomes, from equation 3, or from equation 3, n is equal to m by a by sin theta. So here m by sin theta is okay. A value is right here, this one. mg sin theta by cos theta, okay, no problem. Divided by capital M plus small m tan square theta. Here this cancels, no problem. N is equal to capital M small m g divided by, so then your answer is, here take, so by divided by cos theta into capital M plus small m tan square theta. But tan square theta we can written as sin square theta by cos square theta. Sin square theta by cos square theta. Therefore after that beta, n is equal to theta cos theta is here mm cos theta divided by m cos square theta plus small m sin square theta. Here this is enough. The last one beta, last one sir. Last one, normal reaction between capital M and floor. Here normal reaction between capital M and floor is nothing but at this point, this is the n direction. This side is n sin theta. This side is n cos theta. Here mg also downward. Normal reaction on fourth one, normal reaction on floor is equal to mg plus n cos theta. So that's why here mg plus n is nothing but this much. That's why here mg cos square theta divided by m cos square theta plus m sin square theta. So here mg is take common beta, capital Mg is common. The remaining is 1 plus here m cos square theta divided by m cos square theta plus small m sin square theta. Here this is the relation. Okay, all of you write it.